Hey everybody, this is Detail0026 here with Sonic Fools and
MC Cheez.
Mystyc Cheez.
Mystyc Cheez. Get it right!
I'm sorry, Maui Cheese.
Pokemon X and Y, the first impressions of the trailer and all the other stuff.
Normally you'd play a game first, but hell, fuck it.
Everybody else is doing it, why not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plagiarism,
we actually have a
FTW.
pretty varied opinion now because Mystyc Cheez has played red version. That's about it.
Yellow.
Yellow version. Hasn't even beat it yet. So we kinda have the new guy here. We have, which is Mystyc. We have the guy who's kind of the expert of the group, which is Details there. And then there's me, who knows what he's talking about, but can't really, put much input on anything.
All right, so I guess we'll start off with the three starters. Let's start with the grass starter Chespin, which I don't like it. Just from looking at it, I was like, no.
I don't like any of the starters, really. I don't.
Well, let's break it down. Chespin looks like a fucking Franken Pokemon. It looks like a combination of, like, Oshawott and Drillbur and maybe some Servine thrown in there. And I'm just looking at it like, what is this thing going to evolve into? It, like... Though I could be completely wrong. This thing could evolve into a Bamf, but... Yeah.
Did you say it could evolve into a vamp?
I said a Bamf.
Oh, I thought you said a vamp.
Badass mother... No. Yeah, it evolves into Dracula.
Best Pokemon ever. Chespin, use Bloodsuck. Your Pokemon is dead. Forever.
No!
Now, what I get out of this Pokemon is I get a mix out of Oshawott and Snivy. Which is really, like, weird. Because for Generation 6, they mixed 2 Generation 5 starters and bam! Because, that makes, so much sense.
Generation 6, we ran out of ideas.
Let's see, we have every natural element, every Hushin emotion, heaven and earth itself. What do we go for next? There's only one thing left to go for. We go for God. Oh, no, we got that one too. Meanwhile, back at Pokemon headquarters. Fuck.
Everybody's seen that meme.
Yes.
Chespin, I haven't seen its evolved form, so I don't know, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to start with it. I think a lot of people are, like, down on Chespin.
Yeah. So, what else to say about it except it sucks?
Mr. Cheez, what do you think about Chespin, just looking at it?
It looks interesting.
Let's see, we told you we had a varied opinion.
Well, that was more of a generic response because it looks weird.
Well, if you look at the Gen 5 starters, they looked weird. Like, I died laughing at Tepig.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's talk about the fire starter,
Fennekin.
Fennekin.
I'm just gonna use the Dutch and call it Finks because it sounds much more badass.
Or the Chunghyong version.
Actually, no. Yeah, I'm gonna use the Japanese version. Backwards C, backwards K.
No, that's a 7.
C. You're right. 7 backwards K. C with eyeballs.
No, that's a smiley face.
Smiley face. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Smiley face, and then a backwards C.
No, that's a
Or
bracket.
a sideways U.
Well, as far as Fennekin goes, I have two sides to this story, and both of them are really good for it. As far as a Pokemon fanatic goes, I've been, like, on grass starters for the longest time. I mean, I started with Chikorita in my Soul Silver. I started with Snivy in my Black. I started with Turtwig in my Platinum. So, I was like just on this big grass Pokemon kick, and then 6th Gen trailer came out. I was like, I cannot do this fucking little chipmunk thing. And then I saw Fennec, and I'm like, that looks like a solid fire starter. And for once, it's not going to be fire fighting, which I was kind of tired of.
Yeah.
I think we were all talking. It's like Blaziken was the first one that was cool, and Infernape didn't piss me off too much. It's fucking Tepig. Fucking.
I actually preferred Infernape over Blaziken, but that's just me.
No, that's a lot of people actually.
Anyway.
That's the Pokemon side of me. The furry side of me is like, oh my god, Fur Affinity hit this thing so hard. Everywhere you see anthropomorphic Fennekin. And it's just, they're always getting it. That fox stereotype is so bad for it. But I think that's kind of why I like it. There's like a really perverted side of me likes that.
You fat piece of shit.
Mystyc, what do you think about Fennekin?
It looks strange.
Interesting.
It looks like a dog with an oversized head.
There you go, details.
And red fire fur coming out of its ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
It hasn't cleaned out its ears in a while.
It's got like Grandpa Air hair.
Exactly.
Sonic Fools, what do you think about it?
I've always been a fire type, and this starter is the coolest looking of the three, so I'm gonna keep going with fire. But as a useful Pokemon, I don't know. I don't see this one being very good. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Because the video made it look pretty badass, but something tells me it's not gonna be very good fire. But I'm gonna start with fire anyway, and that's how I'm gonna go. On the look side of it, it looks like Eevee and like freaking I can't remember the Pokemon's name for the life of me.
Yeah.
It mixed with another small Pokemon anyway. Eevee mixed with another small, I think it's water type Pokemon, and then you get this thing.
Well, I do get an Eevee vibe from it. I want to know what its evolved forms are gonna look like.
Eevee.
It evolves to Eevee.
This is the pre-evolved form of Eevee. It took us 6 generations, but we finally got one.
That I would like that, a pre-evolved form of Eevee.
Yeah, I mean they've done it with everything else. Actually, if there's one pre-evolved form of any Pokemon I want to see, it's a pre-evolved form of like I think it's a Registeel or something.
Nah, it's a legendary. That's not gonna happen.
Oh, okay. It is?
No, it's not gonna happen. Legendaries never have evolutions.
No, I didn't think Registeel was a legendary. I thought he was just a rare Pokemon.
No, it's a legendary. The Regis, all the Regis are legendaries.
Well, I know this now.
Okay, let's move on to the third of the starter trio, Froakie.
Alright, let me just get to that point in the video because I didn't think of changing it. What? Wow, no Psychic. What the hell? Froakie! You know what? Can we just skip this guy?
No. We have to talk about him.
Do we?
Yes.
Alright, let me go first this time.
Not bad.
Let me go first this time. Bidoof, 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 Bidoof. That's all I'm saying out of this thing. Another useless Pokemon that's not going to do a damn thing. It's not going to be a good Pokemon. Its evolutions are going to suck. I don't care if they're the best Pokemon in the game. The evolutions are going to suck. I don't like this Pokemon.
Wow, a lot of hate for Froakie. Mystyc, what do you think about Froakie?
I think it looks pretty cool. It's my favorite so far.
You know what? Fuck you, David. Always going against me. Wait, its French name is Greenhouse? Oh my god, this thing's gonna destroy the planet.
I actually do like Froakie. Not as much as Fennekin, but Froakie is like, it's got a bitchin', like, it's got white chest hair.
Fuck both of you.
Everybody's gonna have their opinion.
I hate everybody. Your opinion is wrong.
Huh?
Your opinion is wrong.
I'm definitely not gonna use it. I'm definitely gonna go with Fennekin, but It's like, if I come across one later, like, if one of my friends found one, I would definitely pick it up. Unlike that fucking chestpin.
I think I would use this Pokemon as a starter.
Yeah, well, good. You can kick Sonic Fool's game ass in the early Pokemon battle.
I hate all of you, by the way. Have I mentioned that yet? You all can go die in a fire.
I already died.
While I eat my honey roasted turkey.
Alright, let's jump to the Legendaries, whose names are actually, it's not shown in the trailer, but their names I found out are Xerneas and Eeveelution.
Well, I don't know what they look like, so I can't do anything.
They're in the trailer, the big red bird and the blue deer thing.
Let me skip to the Legendary. Let's see, which one comes first?
Eeveelution is first, and then Xerneas.
Alright, let me get to them then. Come on. Okay, now this is gonna piss me off. There we go, there's the bird. I think that's the best screen cap I'm gonna get of it.
These are the mascots, obviously, of the thing. This is gonna be Eeveelution for Y and Xerneas for X.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know what type they're gonna be at all.
Judging by the appearance, I think the red flying bird. I'm sorry, I'm never gonna remember its name.
Eeveelution.
Yeah, Eeveelution. I'm going to assume he's gonna be fly and fire. That's just the impression I get.
Actually, I got more of a flying dark or maybe a dragon dark type. That would be interesting.
I wish I knew what these look like.
Huh?
I said I wish I knew what these looked like.
Just skip ahead a little bit in the video.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what time to pause at. Let's see.
Darn it, now I
There's
gotta reopen the video.
Okay, when you reopen the video, I think the best time for you would probably be like, okay, if you can actually pause, it would be at 1:24. That's the best look you're gonna get of it.
Alright, so I guess I'll go into my thing about them. Eeveelution, it looks like a badass Pokemon, but I tend to not go for the badass Pokemon. I mean, like, I remember when Black and White came out, I was like, oh, I gotta get a Zekrom, and then I ended up getting Retron in Black, and it seemed like a better fit for me. I don't know why. So I'm leaning towards Xerneas for this one instead of Eeveelution.
I don't know, something about that peacock mane just doesn't,
what
attract
the heck
me.
am I looking at?
You're looking at a big red fuck you bird.
I'm talking about the blue one.
Oh, that's Xerneas.
And what is Xerneas?
He's the other legendary. He's going to be the X-legendary. Although, in the shot that they're giving, it looks like he's making a Y, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, good fucking job there, Pokemon.
You're so smart.
Any Organization 13 jokes for Xerneas?
No, I think I'm going to leave those out.
Wait, what?
They're so obligatory, it's not going to be funny.
Where is the red one at?
Like
I don't...
After Facebook post, people, talking about Xerneas and,
It's too obligatory that it's not even going to be funny. I'm just going to leave the jokes out.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, any guessing on the typing of these two?
Oh, come on.
Like I said, from Eeveelution I get fire and flying.
Which one's which?
Bird is Eeveelution, Xerneas is the deer.
Wait, what? No, wait, what? Can you repeat that, please?
The big red fuck you bird is Eeveelution. The deer is Xerneas.
Those names are extremely difficult to remember.
I know. It took me. I actually had to watch the brain scratch first impressions like 4 times before I got them memorized.
You know what I'm gonna call them? I'm gonna call them X and Y. The blue is X. The red is Y.
Yeah, that's what I started.
Why? I don't know why, but I get psychic and fire. Or dark and fire.
Xerneas, I get dark and psychic.
Alright, come on.
Man.
Which makes absolutely no sense, but...
Wait, did I say X or Y?
I'm going to introduce a light type. So...
Well, if they're going to do that, that's just going to cause a whole lot of, like, unnecessary additions.
Yeah, I know. That's like, it's not concrete. That's why I don't really want to, like, I'm just going to kind of dive into it right here. If you add another type to Pokemon at this point, it's just basically saying fuck you to the rest, because the light type is going to be extremely rare, and it's probably going to be extremely powerful, and everybody's going to use the same 5 fucking Pokemon, and I don't want that in my Pokemon game.
I know.
So, rant over on that one.
There's a reason they made Steel and Steel Pokemon. It was to combat Psychic, and there you had Karmic Balance. If you add another type in there, you're gonna fuck that Karmic Balance up.
Yeah.
Unless you add 2 types.
So I already said I want to go with Xerneas. What of the two, if we have to choose between them, would you guys go for?
Epital. Or, that's not right. How do you pronounce that? Eeveelution, yeah.
The flying one is for me.
So you guys are going Eeveelution, I'm going Xerneas.
Yep. Something about a peacock mane just doesn't interest me.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, moving on to the last Pokemon we know about in the second link I gave you. Would be the new Eeveelution.
Eeveelution? What the heck is an Eeveelution?
A Pokemon that evolves from Eevee.
I'm trying to get a positive CD.
And it's
They all
it
Games like this.
yeah, if you're not if you didn't play like the original Red and Blue or Green, if you're from Japan, you're not gonna get what Eeveelution is unless you have someone thoroughly explain it to you.
No, if you played Red, you know that you got the Eevee, and you know that it could evolve using the 3 stones. We're up to 7 Eeveelutions now, and we're going on the 8th one.
Jeez.
Yeah, I hope to God they don't add a light.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like from the little trailer. Although it could be flying. Could be.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry.
This is the weird part of me. This would make it kind of a dumb thing, but I'm kind of hoping the new Eeveelution is a normal type. Just like a normal type Eeveelution.
Really?
Yeah, because up until now, the only way you could use the normal type Eevee is just not evolve it. So this would be a nice alternative to that.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
But I say that after playing Gen 5, where you have the item Eeveelight, which powers up unevolved Pokemon, so... It's like,
yeah.
It's the latest fucking timing for it, but I'd still like it if it was a normal type.
Yeah, I suppose I could see it happening.
Mystyc, you have anything to say on Sylveon? Which is its official name?
That pink thingy?
Yes.
It looks, again, weird.
It looks very pretty.
It looks nice. Anything else to say about it? It looks like a bird.
Dude, I picked up this guy's
It looks like a Pokemon.
The diamond tech next to golden P2 3R.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's talk about some of the other things. Let's talk about the fact that this is going to be a global release finally.
Weren't they always?
What does that mean?
Oh, no, that was stupid. That was stupid. Ignore what I said.
Release means everybody's getting it at once. Usually in Pokemon, the Japanese version comes out first, and then we get it after. In this case, they're releasing it all at once, all over the world. So,
which means Europe, Australia, Japan, America, everyone. I only named those 4 specifically because those are the 4 that always get mentioned as getting different time releases.
You see, this doesn't. Mystyc Cheez is going to have nothing to say on this one because he didn't even know it happened. I don't know if Sonic Fools does research on new Pokemon games when they come out. But I do have a little bit of... it doesn't affect me that much, but it's going to be nice to not have, like, a whole bunch of Japanese players get a head start on me, and I know that's going to sound racist as fuck. You hear me out?
Well, it's not really racist, because, I mean, like, half the games that get sold in America, by the time we get them, there's Japanese players just, like, so absurdly high level that's not even fair.
Yeah, let me put this into perspective for you. I got the Black one, I got just, like, a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I got myself hooked onto the Dream World minigame thing. I have 2 tables, a lamp, and a mud.
Yeah.
That I have in my house. And I go to these other Japanese players' houses. They have mansions with $500 in them, fully furnished, new rugs. I'm just thinking, how much free time do you have?
Yeah, John, you are cutting in and out like crazy, dude.
But that really shows the time difference, and the same thing is with online battles and leveling. These people... Oh, I am? Like, how much of that did you catch? Up to what point?
I caught the last part you said, up until the point.
Well, I was saying that like, I don't like how Japanese have like a huge advantage on us. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Any other thing you got to say about that?
Yeah, David, stop typing. You're the reason he keeps cutting in and out.
Maybe now you can actually get your own gold weapon.
He typed how much is this going to be? He's like...
the problem is he's the host of the call, otherwise he would have just left like as we started.
Don't worry, this will be fun. Let's talk about the fact that it's going to be, it seems to be based off of Paris, France.
Really?
Did you not get the whole Eiffel Tower in the background, Pikachu shot?
I wasn't even paying attention. I was too focused on how adorable the Pikachu was.
French layout thing.
I was too focused on how adorable the Pikachu was.
You were following the Pikachu.
So, fuck France.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They deserve to get the game late.
It doesn't affect the gameplay, but I guess if you're taking a French class and you want to learn the layout of France, you can now play Pokemon to do that.
Sacre Bleu, what are you doing in class? I'm learning the layout of the French land. How are you doing that? By playing Pokemon X and Y. How are you doing that? It's set in France. Keep playing, my friend.
Yeah, that's pretty much how my French class would go if I actually ever took French.
Yeah,
I want to take French.
Yeah, you know what I do? I take my T85 calculator in a math class and start playing Pokemon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cause what else is a calculator good for?
TA85?
Yeah. I can play Pokemon games.
On 80... Wait, they have TA85s now?
Yeah.
Really? Our school only has TI-82, I think.
Oh, no, schools don't. Those things are expensive as hell. You have to buy one.
Oh, Rick Tard.
I have
rich.
no idea what
you're talking
about. Pokemon I'm a whiz at. Calculators, no idea.
I'd see that's where I come in. I'm an expert at both. Okay, I shouldn't say I'm an expert at both. I'm kind of like the medium guy. We got David here, who's the master of calculators. You got you here as the master of Pokemon, and me here is proficient at both.
I'm not the master of calculators.
You're better than me.
How do you know I'm at all good at calculators?
Because you know what I'm talking about. So that means you know something.
Totally. I know what a calculator is. I must be a genius.
Joe.
Well, if you use a calculator, then you have to be a genius. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to use a calculator. Ha ha ha! I just made fun of all of you.
All right, so
Did I mention how much I love my subscribers?
So yeah, France. Okay.
France equals calculators. Oh no.
Let's talk about the rumor of possibly customizable trainers.
No.
It's only a rumor, but I would like that.
Come on.
That would be nice.
Hello, Joe. Hello, Joe. Hello.
I have no idea what Mystyc Cheez is typing because I know he's keep. Is that him typing or?
He's just chatting me. He's gonna be back later.
Oh, he's not on now?
Well, he's still in the call because he's the host, but he said he's gonna mute us because he's gonna go watch a vid because he really doesn't have any idea what we're talking about, nor does he have any frame of reference. So it's just you and me right now.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, let me see. Customizable trainers. I would definitely like to see that. I
don't know. I think that would.
And I want to see it in a mainstream game.
I think it would just detract from the original Pokemon spirit, because you've never been able to do that before. Why would you suddenly have the power to do that now?
What?
That just seems off.
Well, look, this is where the speculation comes from. In one scene, in the trailer, the trainer doesn't have his glasses on, and nobody's sure if that's a glitch or if that's just. If you look at the vine scene, when he's swinging on the vine, he doesn't have any glasses on his head. It might just be an early model, or it might just be like, the glasses didn't render or something. But a lot of people are thinking maybe customizable trainer, like at least customize accessories, like maybe change the color of your bag, the color of your hat, whatever.
Yeah, I can see that.
Joe.
Okay, yeah, that would help a little bit. Because another thing that we're talking about is like, they made a mention of this is going to be a more open world where you can play alongside your friends. A lot of people are thinking maybe Pokemon MMO. I don't think it's going to be that quite expansive. But,
that I would like to see, though.
But if it does come to that, I think that would definitely help if there weren't 500 of you, exact copies of you running around.
Yeah, I suppose if it's going to be like that way, I could support customizable trainer if it is in there.
But at the same time, I have to bring this up. We don't have like fully customizable trainers, but we kind of already have customizable trainers. If you've played the entry link, you go into someone else's world, you change into a generic trainer of some kind or another. So we kind of already have that. It's not as fully detailed as X and Y might make it be.
True.
No.
Very true.
I reloaded. Oh my god. No, that's big.
I completely neglected the big change. We're finally having 3D for a Pokemon game.
I was actually kind of hoping to save that topic for last, but because I mean, out of all the changes in any Pokemon game, that would be the first thing that jumps out at you is, oh my god, expansive 3D world. This is gonna be like the best Pokemon game ever, Zone.
That's what they're banking on, but you know what? I'm gonna piss off a lot of people now. Prepare for hate mail. I don't think the jump to 3D is a huge deal for me. Now, I'm not saying it's not a huge deal. I'm saying for me, it's not a huge deal because it's basically just visual, from what I can tell. Like, obviously, more expansive puzzles, more, eye candy to look at, but it is just a visual change.
Exactly.
And maybe not even a positive one, because I'm going to rip something off of Johnny when he was talking about it from Brain Scratch Comms. if you've ever played the Pokemon Stadium games or Pokemon Coliseum games, which I do love, but if you've ever played them, because the battle animations are a lot more detailed, they're also a lot longer, which tends to be drawn out.
No, I threw it.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
So, it could be really good, but it could also be kind of not good.
Yeah, I think if they could pull Stadium, I'm not going to say Stadium's graphic, but pull the way Stadium did the 3D models, and just make the animations like they did with the 2D ones, I think it would be one of my favorite Pokemon games to date.
Yeah. Actually, while we're on the issue of models, if you notice, the models are ripped straight out of Pokedex 3D pretty much.
I haven't
And
noticed.
everything, but the models themselves are the same.
I hadn't noticed.
Well, I don't recommend ever getting Pokedex 3D Pro for $15, maybe if they reduce it to $2.
It's that bad?
It's you know what? If you ever bought one of those Pokedex things as a kid, then 3D Pokedex thing is that with a different voice and actual 3D models.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, unless they drop the price to like $2, not get.
Okay, I understand.
But on that note, the models are ripped pretty much directly from Pokedex 3D Pro, and as a proofing system, I do approve of this because those are actually really good models from what I can tell.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about a small change. Seem to have rollerblades.
Wait, what?
In one of the shots, you see the kid actually skating through the city. He's not running. It's not his normal running animation. He's actually, like, skating, like rollerblading. And people are speculating it might be like.
I have to watch this trailer again now, because I totally didn't catch that.
What?
I've watched the trailer, like, at least 14 times, so.
Hello, everybody. I have some big news to share with the whole world. Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Everybody's dead.
Scene where he's coming towards you, or towards screen, and the tower's in the background.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah, you will see he's actually skating.
You're right, the glasses weren't there.
Yeah, it was like, I've done my research on this.
Joe.
You pay a lot of attention.
No, I watched it 14 times. That's the difference.
Exactly. You pay a lot of attention. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Where's the skater?
Sure.
You'll see him coming towards screen and the tower's in the background.
I almost have this mastery. Almost have...
Watch his animation. He's not running, he's skating.
I'm working on it right now, so scrolling through a bunch of Pokemon fights. Now I have the legendary birds.
I hate you.
Well, bird.
I'm sorry, bird and deer.
Xerneas and Evital.
Then all I will need is Backfire and the long tail.
I missed it. Anyway, keep talking. I'm gonna keep looking for that skating scene.
Okay. It doesn't...
We'll talk and look.
Just the animation looks like he has skates on.
I need
Let's talk about
Yeah, I know, right?
how they're going to implement battles, because I want to know if they're keeping double, triple, rotation, and all that stuff.
If they are, that'd be... Holy crap, you're right, he's skating.
Yeah, he's...
Okay, I found it. Anyway, back to the talk.
I think they're going to keep those in, just because if they took them out, then a lot of people would be, like, probably butthurt. I want to know if they're going to introduce a new style, though.
Well, yeah, that was kind of the basis of Generation 5, is double and triple battles.
I'm thinking Generation 6, are they going to add another one?
I don't know. I think if you get any higher than triple, you're just asking for trouble.
Yeah, but I think they have other ideas.
Sextuple battle. Your 6 Pokemon versus my 6. That would be a heck of a battle.
Yeah, maybe a lot.
I don't.
Like when you have to use the first Pokemon in your party and you don't get to switch Pokemon like normal.
Yeah, they could also do it like the anime, what they do in tournaments, where you just kind of keep cycling through Pokemon, and first one to lose all 6 loses. Only tournament style, and not like trainer battle. And you can like score points and stuff off it. You can get like a global ranking around the world.
Yeah, that could work. There's a lot of stuff. Well, what do you think of the? You only see the female trainer model for a second, but what do you think about the trainer model in the trailer?
The very first model it shows looks like absolute shit because his head is completely flat, and then it moves into the better model. I like that one better, the in-game model.
Yeah, well, I think that's more the hat, but I don't know. I see the look, but there's something about the trainers in recent generations that they all seem to just mesh together for me. Because what was
they do
black and white wearing? And red. What's the trainer in black and white do wearing? Blue and red. What's the trainer wearing? Blue and red. It gets a little...
No, he was wearing blue and red and gray. Ooh, because that makes so much of a difference.
Makes a difference because we can actually see their pants now.
Only the models in this one look much younger.
Yeah, making me think, well, I'd say for black and white, those trainers probably started their journey around maybe 11 or 12. I think we're going back to the 10 model.
I don't know, this one looks like 7. Howdy, I'm 3 years old. How many Pokemon do you have? I have Lugia. Whoa.
And it's kind of the gist of Pokemon. You should go online, some 7-year-old owned.
Exactly.
So 60 new Pokemon. We're up to 700 now.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's a lot of people's reaction, but you have to keep in mind that Gotta Catch 'Em All is not their moniker anymore. When's the last time Gotta Catch 'Em All?
When Ash said catch 'em all, he lied.
Now, the last time I heard it was Gold and Silver, and then after that they kind of dropped it.
Last time I heard it was Red and Blue. I don't think I ever heard it in Gold and Silver.
Well, I'm saying around that time is when I heard it on the commercials and stuff. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. But
yeah.
Now you don't hear that as much just because nobody's gonna catch 'em all.
What's Pokemon's new model? Catch the ones you want, catch the ones you want. Catch the ones you want, catch the ones you want. Catch 'em, catch the ones you want. You're never gonna get 'em all, Pokemon.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is now.
That was actually really good, just right off the spot. I like that.
Never catch them all. Never catch them all.
That's even better. Never catch 'em all. Never catch 'em all. Never catch 'em all. Never catch 'em all. If you ever catch everyone, you have no life. Go die now. I don't know. Just me being stupid. All right. Anyway, go on with the discussion.
I think they're doing it right this time because we were confirmed that it's going to be about 700 total. And I think that's the right way to do it, because if you look at the trailer, every generation except for maybe Generation 2 is expressed there, and since Pikachu's there, we know that we're going to have Pikachu. So that means that this one, unlike Black, or unlike Sapphire, I'm going to go back that far, is going to have Pokemon from every generation right at the start.
Wow.
I hope so. That'd be nice.
There are people that have done that.
That would be very good. Now, obviously, probably not all going to be in there, but that means that, like, well, A, obviously, we're not going to go into Ruby and Sapphire territory again, and B,
yeah, freaking,
it probably means that you're able to build very diverse
We
team.
have the map I downloaded, but it won't let us access
Okay,
it
dude,
unless we sign in.
are you using your laptop microphone?
Like, you have to sign into, Wolfers
Okay,
or something.
that explains a lot. You are cutting in and out, like, massively.
Well, I was saying that, again, you can make a very diverse team if we have all the generations to pull from. Like, obviously, we've had the generations to pull from. Like, if you have them at the start, you can go through with a team of, like, a Ryoku, you know, your starter Pokemon, and then, like, you have a Pidgey, and then, you know, you might have, like, a Pichu, you know, something like that.
I did it, hooray, hooray.
Such diversity. I'm actually really looking forward to that.
I thought I killed this guy who was like one off his VSAT or something. But
Yeah.
I got it, let's go.
Here, John, hold on for just a second. I'm not leaving, I just need to say something. Josh, what? Turn off your Xbox, take it from your room. You're the reason it keeps cutting in and out. Why? It's because you're talking and your phone keeps catching on my mic, and every time you talk, it cuts off because it's using his laptop microphone.
Alright, one second.
Hurry up. Okay. Just solving the problem of, I think, why you keep cutting in and out.
Okay, that makes sense. So, building a team, what would you want out of, like, the first few Pokemon? Like, what kind of, like, what do you want, like, the early game to be for you?
The early game? I want the early game to consist of, like, you know, the generic Pokemon, like Geodude and Zubat, but I also like him to throw some other Pokemon in there. Throw some Bidoos, maybe throw some a little bit higher Pokemon in there. Maybe like route whatever you start off on. Throw like a Pidgeotto in there or something. Because if you're going to throw a Pokemon from every generation there, you're going to need some major diversity at the beginning game.
Yeah, I was thinking more like type diversity. Like, I would like to go on Route 1 and immediately find
In the back.
like a bug type or like a psychic type right away. Well, bug type's not that big of a deal, but like I would like to walk into the first route and like, oh my god, an electric type right away.
I would like to find a steel type right away.
Yeah, the only big issue with doing that though is you got to work with the starters. And I know why they usually stick with the normal and normal flying in the beginning. It's because none of the starters are really weak to it, so you kind of level grind. But like Route 3, Route 4, that would be excellent. If you like
yes,
type right away, kind of bolster your team at the beginning.
exactly. If I give you a more detailed layout right now, but I can't do it on the spot. Maybe if I had time to like plan a layout, I would tell you what I want where.
Yeah.
Well, that's like another thing that goes along with the whole global release. Nobody's going to plan their layout. We're all getting it at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh crap, I'm one bar in again.
Let's see. What else do we have to cover? I don't know. Can you think of anything?
Can't think of anything. Let's see. We went over the player. We went over the starting Pokemon. We went over the legendaries. We went over the graphics. We don't really have any story elements yet, so we can't really talk about that.
We know.
Okay, actually, no, we can't. What do you think the story's gonna be? What do you think?
I think they're gonna probably. This is their first time in 3, so they're gonna stick to generic team wants to take over the world, stop them, and get the gym badges. But I want to know what kind of team, because we've actually had, like, if you look at Team Rocket, they're your generic bad guys. But like,
exactly.
After them, it's really been diverse. I mean, we had Team Aqua and Magma, kind of like rival Pokemon syndicates. We've had Team Galactic, which is trying to obtain a god to rule the world. And we've had Team Plasma, which is under N's control, trying to liberate Pokemon. So I want to know where they're going with the next team.
Team Nuke 'em all. They're gonna try and kill every Pokemon in the entire world, so it's just humans. Kind of a morbid story for a Nintendo game, but heck.
Or the reverse, try to destroy all humans so that way there's only Pokemon left.
There you go.
That would be.
But then, How would they do that? What about them? What will they do with them?
Just like, this is why I don't write for Pokemon.
We shall repopulate. 3/4 of our organization shall be female. 1/4 shall be male, and then we repopulate.
That sounds it.
And you are a sick bastard. I know.
I think, here's another thing that I want to bring up. As far as the Pokemon gym leaders go and the Pokemon Elite Four, I hope they continue to bring them into the story. More so the Elite Four, because I haven't seen the Elite Four really do anything other than be in your way since Fire Red and Lorielli.
Exactly.
I always call her Lorielli.
Whatever.
I would like to see, like, you know, you run into the random members of the Elite Four throughout your journey. That would be... Because I know you run into the gym leaders and they help you out and that's all good, but I want to see the Elite Four members just wandering around and doing, like, normal person things and running.
What was that you cut out there?
I wanted to see the Elite Four, like, woven into the story more so than just the champion.
Yeah. I think that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Like, say the champion Elite Four, like the champion Elite Four could be your rival for the game.
I'm glad that we don't.
We kind of already did that in the first generation, if you think about it.
Damn, you're right.
But actually, let's see. I had something I had to say. What I would like to see is maybe like the Elite Four is the bad guys.
There you go. That's
that.
some ingenious thinking right there.
The thing about it is, like, that was done in the Pokemon anime, Pokemon Special, where the Elite Four kind of went rogue. I would love to see the Elite Four go rogue.
That would be badass, actually. Extremely badass.
Yeah. Well, I don't have to talk about Pokemon 5th Gen, but I do have one other little Pokemon thing I want to talk about, and I'm only going to talk about it briefly. It's the new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game that's supposed to come out sometime this summer. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Labyrinth, Magnagate and the Infinite Labyrinth.
Huh. Sounds interesting.
Yes. I am a huge fan of the Mystery Dungeon series. I would suggest Super Skarmory's Explore the Sky series. But I really want to play this game. And yes, there is Japanese, but I'm waiting for the American release. Because the best part about the Mystery Dungeon games are the stories.
Yes. Speaking of Mystery Dungeon, I think I'll take you up on that offer for Mystery Dungeon.
Oh, what, to do the playthrough?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's beside the point. We're talking about Pokemon XY right now.
Yeah. Overall, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get whichever version I can get Xerneas, and I'm gonna start with Fennekin.
I'm gonna start with Fennekin. Only I want to get the bird. I'm never gonna get the name right. I'm not even gonna try.
Xerneas. Oh no, that's
no.
Evitan.
Yeah, that thing.
You're just gonna call it Wyvern and just let it.
There you go. I'm gonna call it Wyvern, and then I'm gonna call it One-Headed Hydra.
Well, I already have Hydreigon, so whatever. You want to invite Mystery Cheez back in, see what his final thoughts on it? Now that he's been out of it for like half the thing.
I don't think he wants to join back in, but I'll ask him anyway. Do you want to give any last thoughts? And now we play the waiting game. Insert Jody theme here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'll take that as a no.
Okay, so Pokemon X and Y, I'm gonna pick it up. I hope there's migration functions. I hope I can build an awesome team and kick Sonic Fool's butt at the game.
Yeah, and you probably will.
Alright, at some point we gotta have a black and white battle to put up on my channel.
At some point.
Alright, so I guess...
I need to get black first. Yeah, this is Sonic Fools and Details here signing out with everybody. Goodbye.